Now, you may be wondering, a lot of people are using those big companies where their resumes, they just upload their resume and they go into a system. Well, one thing that you may not be aware of is those companies have keywords that they're searching for in the resume, and they put them into the system, and your resume will either hit with a keyword and get forwarded to the next stage, which is a resume review, or it won't. So you want to make sure that your resume includes keywords that are used in the descriptions of the job. Typically, you can get those keywords from the research that you've done and specifically the job that you're applying for. If your resume does not include those keywords, you will not get to the next stage. So part of the task of your resume is to include those in your upload. That's why every resume needs to be specific to the job. If you're keeping your resume too general, it's not going to be picked up in the boards. That's number one. Number two, let's just assume your resume is spot on. We've got the keywords for the jobs that you're applying for and or the people that are reviewing your resume. Once you have that, then it becomes about making sure that your resume is distinctive from the rest in a positive way. So one of the ways that you would do that is obviously using the templates that I'm suggesting and not the template that you got from a recruiter and such. By the way, for those of you who are having other people write your resumes for you, I am not in favor of that, and here's why. They don't know the essence of who you are. They might be able to polish it up a bit, which is fine, but to have your resume written fully by another person, it's not going to have your energy in it. And if the resume doesn't have your energy in it, that's not a good way to move forward. You need it to completely align with who you are. So the appropriate way to submit a resume, when you're using your network, you could ask somebody that works for the company to forward your resume, or better yet, you could get the email address of the person who is hiring for the position and or the name. And you could do this a couple ways. You could send a short email, a short, concise email that says a little bit about who you are and catches their attention, because you really want to pull them in. And you have to do that really quickly, because they're going to look at your email and think, number one, is this spam? Number two, who are they and why are they emailing me? And number three, what do they want? So you need to be able to answer those questions in your email quickly and concisely. And you can upload a PDF of your resume. Do not send a Word document or a Pages document to somebody who you're looking to get a job from. No, only PDFs. As you probably already know, if you've asked anybody else for their advice on your resume, everybody is going to tell you something different based on what it is that they know and what their experience is. The person who matters the most is who? You. You are the one that's going to be going into the interview. You want to feel comfortable, confident, and that this fully represents you. If you are on a scale of 1 to 10, you see yourself and your resume as a 7, then I would go ask a trusted confidant and say, hey, what am I missing in my resume? Is there something in here about me that I should bring out more that this doesn't show? Be clear and specific about the questions that you're asking about your feedback, because people will not give you the feedback that you need unless you're specific about what it is that you want. And what you want to know is, does this resume fully represent who you are to the best of a resume's ability without you being there? And that's the kind of feedback that you want to get back. Now, I am offering a special deal for you to have me give you a video review of your resume. It's simple and easy, and I will be talking directly to you, and I will be showing you specifically and explicitly what you can do to bring out your resume. And it is really simple to do that. So I have no problems offering that to you. If you're interested, sign up. If not, no problem, ask a friend or a confidant. But what is most important is that you feel confident. You want to be as close to a 10. And my recommendation is if you're not at an 8, you should not be sending it out. So whatever you do, get to an 8 or a 10. There is a big distinction between them. So make sure you're above an 8 and you want to be as close to a 10 as you possibly can. So remember this, feedback is valuable for clarity. Everyone always has an opinion, but not everyone who gives you feedback is really giving you feedback for your highest and best good. So it's important to understand that distinction. I know that might hurt to hear, but that's the truth. So you really want to go to a trusted confidant, somebody who really has your highest and best good in mind. You will know if the feedback is something you should accept or do from the quality of the person who's giving it to you. So keep in mind, the look and feel is different for a reason. The formats that I've provided you for templates are supposed to be different than what you've seen. You want to look different. You want it to have a flow and you want it to feel different. This is one of the distinguishing factors of being in a new paradigm, is that you're not the same as everybody else. You want your resume to flow. You want it to represent you and provide relevant information to get you to an in-person interview. That is the outcome that we're looking for, all right?